Okay, we got wing safety here tonight, so we can go ahead and get started now. Yeah, and do we have a maintenance representative here tonight too? Anybody from maintenance? Well, no, it has to be, no, I'm talking about the wing safety, maintenance, yeah.
I thought he was just here.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what, that's what,
You work. That'll work.
yeah. Don't forget to sign in up on that sign-in sheet up in the front where it talks about, well, actually, I didn't put it in there because I didn't have time to put it in, but there's a place up there, a blank thing for you to sign for, just showing that you were here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just put your mark up.
Yeah, any mark. Okay, welcome to the October Aero Club Safety Meeting. And I see that Steve Fitch is here, so that's good. Boy, talking about a huge, the computers on base went down today, all over the place, and different variations and degrees of that. And so that messed things up. And then we ran into problems here because of, well, kind of us because of that in a way. So anyhow, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Roger Mann. I'm the safety officer for the Aero Club, and the chief pilot here, John Law, and what's your name again? I forgot your name.
John Critch.
That's right, John Critch. Yeah, no, he's the Aero Club manager. That's Bob Pierce. And let's see, we got. Let's see. What we usually do is that we introduce new people. And don't be shy if anybody here, especially some of you new people that we hired as contractors. We have some new people that joined the club. I think I see somebody out there that's new. So stand up, raise your hand, whoever's new and never been here before. Anybody? Nobody at all.
It's old people here.
Yeah, okay. Nobody's new, huh? Okay.
Took me that long to get out of the chair.
That's not just, yeah, that's not.
My name's Frank. How y'all doing? I've been here a time or two before, but we do a good week. I'm today to be here. I'm here to help. I'm by no means a guru, but you know, here to help airplanes fly. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay. And of course, we've got
Hey, I got a lot of information.
Jason over here, who usually is not around all the time.
Sure.
He's in Korea most of the time, but he's here now. He's the guy that takes pictures, and actually, he's the one that does all the work.
He does all the work.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What are some of the other things I do? I forget since I don't have my slides. That's right. New rating and things like that. You know, has anybody here crashed an airplane in the last 6 months? This includes Air Force planes too, and Marine.
I'm reporting to the FDA.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anybody that's got, yeah.
I got my instrument reading.
Okay.
Great instructor, this guy right here.
Oh,
And
okay.
also really good examiner, Mike Rhymes out at Lancaster. So
Okay.
definitely a recommendation for examiner.
Okay. All
Thanks.
right. That's good. All right. Anybody else?
How do you change?
I got my instrument rating for Mike Rhymes also.
Stand up, you know. Stand up and
Yeah, it
tell
must be
him that.
pretty easy, I'll tell you.
Yeah. I know, must be really easy guy. Remember that name, okay?
You get some group press.
All right, so we got 2 instrument ratings just in this last week or so. Yeah, congratulations. Anything else? Has anybody sold for their first time?
Yeah, I followed on Sunday.
All right. Congratulations.
You wanna try that
And
one?
you'll never forget that solo, ever.
Okay, that one.
This one goes to the monitor.
That one took out that.
It's a lot quieter. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, you have any stories to tell?
I got plenty of stories.
Well, I know you do.
And not about the bar.
Oh, airplane stories.
Yeah, airplane stories, yeah.
Just makes the most
No, I don't
sense.
have any stories.
Oh, come on, you've been chasing those medflies and
Yeah,
stuff.
I've been dropping bugs.
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah. You can tell, you got a lot of exciting stories to tell about that.
Fruit trees are full of this bug that keeps dropping.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
out when the med flies around.
Yeah,
Yes.
Windshield may get covered.
Any collisions with them?
Yeah.
Okay, has anybody, gotten violated recently or anything? Yeah.
Try that one, hit this button again, see what this thing does.
Especially on the maintenance side.
Apparently, I did something a couple months ago, got in trouble. I thought everybody knew about it, so I didn't think it was
think it
worth bringing
might be
up,
on
but
HD.
apparently someone else did it after me. So if you're ever helping these guys deliver an airplane to the maintenance hangar, or taking it from the maintenance hangar out, there was a red line involved. In fact, and then I crossed it again on the way back in, so.
That made up for the first time.
Bob, I thought I canceled it out, But, so, just,
Yeah, we called them on it.
well, yeah, Bob talked them down. They were all worked up, but.
Well, don't feel bad,
I was
John.
only
I did
able
a
to
couple
talk
weeks
down
ago.
one. I couldn't
That's
do
what I
it.
figured. I thought everybody knew. So, basically, just get on the road where all the cars are driving and go to and from that way. And even though it doesn't seem like maybe the best way to do it, don't go over that red line that's right there by the hangar.
Okay, well,
John, I don't know what we can say for both of you, but
do you have
yeah,
a DVI on that thing?
that is a safety issue, of course. You could have run into another
I
airplane.
gotta land. I mean,
Well, in my defense, all my years in the Air Force, I never had a problem taxiing over those red lines. And no one ever gave me a hard time. It's just, I knew not to walk across them or drive across them in a car, but as far
John,
as
it's
airplanes.
okay when you have a line badge, you can do that.
You guys set up.
Is it out of control at this point?
Keep stalling, Roger.
Okay.
you still have to go through Bob.
Oh, so it's a lower status of red.
Yeah, we used to have problems when I was based up at Elmendorf Air Force Base.
I don't know how to
We
get
used
this
have, this is gonna date me, but when we got the F4s up there, and they were all brand new airplanes at that time. And, they came up there and literally most of the squadron, flying squadron was a, second lieutenants and first lieutenants, guys who, brand new. And then they had a couple of majors in there that were
Hit the
instructor
splitting gun.
pilots. And this whole outfit moved up there to Elmendorf. But one of the things that they don't teach young pilots, must not even be in OTS or anywhere, is that there's these red lines that you don't cross over. They were just, they just thought they could just walk out and just walk right over that line and go right to their jet. And man, they were laying all over the place over a period of like months, to the point where they thought I was security forces at the time, and thought that we were picking on them. And these guys just, and they made a big deal about it. We made a big deal about it. It was actually a big war because these guys didn't have a clue. Nobody taught them that you don't go over the red line. And they did learn it though. And then 6 months later, they all got sent to Vietnam. And that's when all the F4s all went to Vietnam.
Pretty much where we're at.
Yeah. So, welcome.
It's an interesting commute.
Oh, yes, I know. How many of you got caught up in traffic? Yeah, it's, gosh, I can't believe it's like it's just doubled just in the last couple of months. Okay, let's see. Is there anything that anybody has to share as far as any experiences that you've had in the last, doesn't have to be in the last month, it could be any time. And that includes even military flying too. Anybody?
I
Yeah.
got one. It was interesting. I was flying to Kalina, and I had just eaten lunch, I was taxiing to take off on 22, and I'm sitting there, my run up, and there's a twin, I think it was a twin, like, beach, was coming in with one engine, landing at Kalina, and I was like, it's gotta be a real emergency, because there's no way you do a practice one engine approach in Kalina.
I don't think I'd like that.
So, I'm sitting there and watching him come all the way in, landed really hard, but he landed, it was fine, but,
Your laptop rebooted.
it was actually
So
quite
it's back
interesting
at
sitting there
the, asking for the bill.
approaching and seeing the guy landing with one engine, just like feather, just coming right in.
Yeah,
It was, a little bit.
little, yeah, interesting, yeah. Yeah, that's, has anybody else seen anything, or George is not here tonight, usually he's got some good stories. Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody here?
Well, it's early yet.
Yeah, it's early.
We have power.
Just outside the door.
We have power in case I lose power.
I don't-
Don't say so.
There's a plug right here.
Okay, okay.
I saw this funny little
I don't know what to do.
You're go to Bob, and then I'll just do the presentation. I'll just do it without the.
Is it, you're not getting anything at all?
Just can't get any output from it.
Really? Okay,
I don't know. I'll just do it.
okay, so yeah, Bob, why don't you go ahead and do your thing right now?
Is that giving you power?
Oh, geez.
You don't have your PowerPoint.
You don't have your PowerPoint on, wow.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
See, I came tonight without my list, so I just thought it'd be really easy on everybody.
Maybe not.
The 182 is down in about 1 hour for a 100-hour inspection, so we'll put that in, get that thing going, and then wait on 69 Romeo.
Yeah, because it was doing stuff
69
here.
Romeo is gonna
Yeah, but I
be,
think it was just feeding to this or
run
this.
Just
up
to
to
this?
speed, and then we'll take and have someone ferry it. It won't be us, it'll be
Like it is right now.
or Olfit, whatever you want to call it, air base, back to Nebraska before the snows hit.
But it
We're about to
wasn't-
get it
what
back
You
on
guys
the
kept that
street.
video the whole time?
234 Whiskey Papa, after this weekend, looks like it will be down for 100-hour annual. And that leaves us with very few airplanes. So you're gonna have to bear with us for a while. And then we've got a full schedule for Veterans Day on the 11th. We also have a flyover due for a memorial service on Sunday the 25th with the T-34s. David G can give you an update on 5-7. I'll give him a chance here in a minute on 5-7 to see where we stand.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get that going here shortly. We did have problems with the heater control valves, and we think that they're fixed.
So that is your
They used the
display,
word
right?
Yeah.
they're fixed on that.
Doesn't make any
But it's
sense.
still a lot of work to take everything apart and make sure that the valves are closed so you don't cook them inside. There are some maintenance things that we've covered in regards to our ground school of the T-34s. I'm really considering even doing a 1 hour, 1.5 hour ground school for all the people who are flying the T-41As.
Wow.
Whether you're a student or whether you're qualified. I think
And it came in here.
the inputs that have come forth with the ground school and covering engine operations, maintenance procedures, starting procedures, and just general safety rules, kind of helps the club in regards to its economics, if I can use those words. We've had a lot of expenses in regards to the T-34 because of the uses. And we're trying to curtail those, and that's why we have this ground school. Whether you like it or not, everybody came out with a positive attitude in regards to this, and I hope you all learned something. So that was the issue there. So the key now is to look at the next big set of airplanes. We'll look at Cessna airplanes, include probably the 182 for those people who fly those. And we'll take and furnish a date in the ground school for that for your information. David, can you update us on what you got with 5-7?
5-7, they should fly Thursday, I think, John Ball's will take it up, and Thursday morning, we'll get a check on that there. Hopefully the heating system, that's all set up, there's valves are broken, there's one valve, one way it can be changed, it's taken to that blow, and they got to tear open the fuselage. So they got valves, if you need it, wire closed, the other wire open, and should be good, as long as everybody puts the handles in the right places.
It's my understanding the valves are actually, it's like being riveted into the airframe. And to get to those areas, we've got to take skin off. We don't have that capability of taking skin off and getting to them. So that's what he means, it's got to go to a depot. You don't have that opportunity here. It's going to have to go into another shop. So we're trying to just make it work. We think it's going to be fixed. We don't need heat in California, right?
What do we have? How do we even, so as far as this, how do we even know it's hooked up correctly to this?
When it gets down to some of the things in regards to our tote boards again, we are missing the tote board for 15 Foxtrot. We're trying to find another board to dig that one up. It's the aluminum board. Yeah, I'm not sure which one place is that.
Look in your flag bags.
Yeah, check your flight bag. I don't care what you do with it. The barrel, the empty oil can container that's out there, I don't know, we haven't
Because
looked
we
at
don't
that
have
yet.
anything on there.
And we really haven't looked in the locker,
AV system.
so that's the only two places left.
Yeah, we looked
You
at.
sure AV system is in video 1?
So, yeah. When it comes down to information, again, make sure that you get the right numbers down. We're finding some people take and fly the airplane and they'll write something down, and we have to go back and research it. And that takes time, so you're eating up our time in regards to what we can be doing and something else that's more positive to
This
the
wasn't even on.
Aero Club. Last year,
How do we
just
do
to be
this?
honest with you, we lost about $17,000 in revenue. There's a lot of issues in regards to where that came from. A lot of it is availability of aircraft, a lot of it is availability due to weather. It's just like what we've had here in the last week in regards to our weather. We've had a lot of cancellations. And then we get into crosswinds and the limits in which certain people can fly, especially students. So our income was down and our maintenance costs were up, and this coming year we're trying to curtail that. Colonel McCoy is trying to approach the base commander. There's quite a bit of money in the MRF system, which is non-appropriate funding. That's my boss, Mrs. Alexander. Trying to release about $100,000 to get the
No,
wings
that's all right.
painted and everything else
It wasn't
done.
done
Yeah.
before.
And once we get
Well,
that done, I
that's
think
the
we'll be in
thing
pretty
that
decent
needs to
shape
be
and we'll be back to where we
for,
started maybe a couple of years ago. And as
if you're
far
gonna
as
plug in
maintenance
the
cost
HDMI.
and reducing our cost, because things will be fixed. Then we have a couple of radios we need to do it. There's also a
If you wanted
program
to
now
look
for
at
the
it, how to
ADSB
get-
program, so I'm looking at
that and you turn
2 to
this
4
on,
aircraft a
no,
year for the next couple of years, so that by
Oh,
January of 2019, all of our aircraft will be ASD compliant. In regards to that, they'll be plug and play, so we can take out a transponder and plug one in without doing any wiring. Also, the units will cost us about $2,200 versus spending about $4,000 for the same unit plus wiring. So we're looking at how to save money and how to do it, and luckily enough, we have Bendix, we have Trix, we have a number of aircraft manufacturers and avionics manufacturers that are building plug and plays to save money. When you get a Piper Cub that's worth about $20,000 and you gotta spend $5,000 for an ADSB unit, it gets pretty expensive. That's a quarter of what the airplane is really worth. So we're trying to find and save money in a lot of plug and plays and make something work for us. We really only need the ADSB out. Then we're gonna work on the GPS upgrades. So we've got a program that's set out for the future. It's all been laid out, and we just wait for the money and the approvals. Do I have any questions that someone want to ask, or what I've covered, so you have a better understanding maybe? I'm glad.
Is it, quick question, is it gonna be an actual GPS unit, or is it just?
Well, the present units will be non-certified for IFR. It's too costly because you're looking at about $900 a year to keep the IFR
Well, I
GPS
was
up to
just,
date.
yeah, I was thinking for the ADSB requirement.
No, it won't be in there, it won't be tied into that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the in and out, that's more money again. The one that's really nice has its own separate unit, it's about $6 grand,
through all of this, right?
plus wiring. That's an L3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just at Palm Springs this last weekend. Dallas Avionics has got an in and out self-contained GPS unit for under $2,000.
there's been a lot of new stuff on the internet. It doesn't give you a lot of information, and I'm really not sure how they work. And that you can buy a box that's set into the airplane with an internal GPS, but I'm not sure how that's tied into the transponder. That's one of the keys that I'm trying to get
This
some research
particular one
on.
is compatible with existing transponders. All you gotta do is, it's got a little hookup to it that lets it see the transponder, so it immediately tunes that transponder out and gives the right information. Anyhow, I was very impressed with it. I hadn't heard of it until now.
Yeah.
And it's really worth researching, because not only is it an add out, which is the mandatory requirement, it's got in with an internal GPS for less than a lot of out onlys.
But then the input is not being displayed because we don't have an Aspen, we don't have a Garmin or anything else for a
You
display.
don't need
gotta
one
have-
because it's got a Wi-Fi. All you gotta have is an iPad to get all the information. It's fantastic.
Who's manufactured?
Dallas Avionics.
I'll look at it.
Well,
Send me an email.
Really good
I will.
presentation too.
I know you do.
Bill, it's good to see you. Hi, Joe.
This happened to me last month.
Any other questions?
I'm ready.
Guess we're still working on our issue here.
Well, we're just gonna have to do it verbally, yeah. It's unfortunate because he had some super, super neat videos that he was gonna show. I mean, those who went to the Civil Air Patrol safety last week saw some of them, but we're just gonna have to do it verbally. Yeah, we cannot get it to work at all. So, even with the expert. And so, anyhow, Kevin,
No introduction?
yes, I am going to. Okay. All right, so Kevin here he's used to be a weatherman in not the Weather Underground, for those old timers that know what I'm talking about, but used to be a weatherman for the United States Marine Corps, and so.
Hoorah!
We always had the Marines clean the latrines. That's okay with us.
In the men's department though.
I couldn't. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, gee. Okay, let's keep it down. Okay, so what we're gonna be talking about is wintertime weather, since we seem to be coming up on winter time. It is getting cold out there, so, for those of you that, even flying a local, you need to pay attention. So, we have a lot of neat thunderstorms in this area. So, Kevin.
All right, if you put your attention towards the back of the screen here, you'll be able to see absolutely nothing. I have a really good slide presentation, videos. So we're gonna have to be interactive this time because I'm not gonna just stand up here and talk to a screen. What's that?
We can all just stand around your computer.
You could.
That's true.
But I'm not gonna just stand up here and just talk, otherwise I'll see eyes falling down. Yes.
This is really important,
What's that?
right?
Yes.
This is really important.
Yes.
You spend a lot of time putting this together.
Yes.
Why don't we postpone so we have, and can all enjoy it and learn something?
Well,
This is a big deal.
yes, it is. But here, we can do this, yes, we can postpone it until we can do this again. But it is kind of important for him to do what we're doing right now, because there is a reason why, okay? And it has to do with,
Never mind.
but we can do this again, yes. I mean, I agree with you. But what are we gonna do tonight? Just walk out and not do anything at all?
If that's the case, yeah.
I mean, I don't
Use
think
some
that.
common sense.
Common sense? Now, wait a minute.
If there's nothing to see,
I disagree. I drove all the way here to go to a safety meeting. We can do it the way we did it before we had PowerPoint. He just briefs us, and we have the briefing done with.
And then,
Well, actually, just the interaction with all these people in here.
I know, that's fine. We can disagree. If you want to come back later and do it again when he has PowerPoint, that's one thing. But I'd like to get the
So here's a man who spent a
briefing.
great deal of time putting together something that is important to every one of us. In the old days, we had a projector. We would put slides on a projector. Before that, we had a weird machine that would put these big things on and project, and people learned something. I would urge us not to compromise on something that's this good. I'd like to know what everybody else thinks.
Maybe this can just be a trailer.
Well, I mean, if you think you can try it, yeah. Yeah, I just, okay.
I want to go back to the part about the Marine, the tree. My dad was a.
Roger,
Do you want to do that?
what about, you have a list of,
Okay,
you
you can, think you can do that? And
got a
just
list
put
of
it
your
directly
OIs
in.
or something like that, you can go
Okay,
over and
what
still
about the sound?
accomplish the same
Is there
thing
gonna
for
be any
safety
sound or anything?
goes by this.
Yeah. You wanna try that?
What's that?
There will be no sound, but
I don't need to play the
but
video.
he can run, put it in directly into the projector,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
so.
Can we just take a
Okay,
5-minute break and
5-minute break.
we'll get it going?
Sounds good, Doug.